the need for improved transparency and disclosure standards by banks in Nigeria formed the highlights of conversations at the just concluded 2024 annual conference of the Capital Market Correspondents Association of Nigeria, CAMCAN, which came up over the weekend in Lagos. The event themed Banks Recapitalization, bridging the gap between investors and issuers in the Nigerian capital market, brought together key leaders in the finance sector. Chairman, Nigerian Exchange Group, Dr. Umaru Kwaranga, Director General, Securities and Exchange Commission, Dr. Imomotimi Agama, represented by the Divisional Head, Legal and Enforcement, John Achille, and the Group Managing Director, Kauri Asset Management, Johnson Chukwu. AV1 News brings you details of the story. In recent times, the Nigerian banking system has undergone significant transformation with multiple recapitalization exercises aimed at improving resilience and adhering to international standards. However, macroeconomic factors such as oil price fluctuations and foreign exchange instability continue to challenge the sector. While declaring the event open, Chairman of the Nigerian Exchange Group, Dr. Umar Kwaranga, stressed the critical role of the capital market in facilitating banks' recapitalization, emphasizing the commitment of the NGX to the process.
Recapitalization has long been recognized as a cornerstone for building resilient financial institutions and a thriving economy. It is essential not just for regulatory compliance, but for driving innovation, fostering economic stability, and equipping banks to fulfill their critical role in resource allocation and development. We at the Nigerian Exchange Group remain unwavering in our commitment to creating a capital market ecosystem that supports these objectives.
Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, represented by the Divisional Head, Legal and Enforcement, John Achille, explained that the framework on the banking sector recapitalization provided clear guidance for issuers while also safeguarding the interests of investors.
The topic recapitalization is not merely a regulatory requirement, it is a strategic imperative to bolster our banking sector's resilience and enhance its role as a catalyst for economic growth and development.
In his presentation, economist and CEO Kauri Assets Limited, Johnson Chukwu, emphasized the need for the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, to deploy available infrastructure technology in bank verification numbers, BVN, to tackle delay in the verification of banks' offers and ensure speedy conclusion of the process.
We've seen inflation rate at 3.8%. And all these factors have affected the regulatory and operating capital of the banks. Particularly, let's say, for business purposes, your operating capital you need to do your business, had to some extent been eroded by the shift in exchange rate, by the devaluation of the local currency, by the rate of inflation, by the increase in the need to invest in technology.
Earlier, the CAMCAM chairperson, Chinyere Nwokwoma, in her welcome speech, emphasized the importance of fostering trust, transparency, and cooperation between investors and issuers.
It is imperative that we create an environment that fosters trust, transparency, and cooperation between investors and issuers. Instructively, investors seek assurance from both operators and regulators that their investments are secure.
Meanwhile, conversations during the panel session bordered on the need to bridge the gap between issuers and investors through financial literacy campaigns and collaborations with fintech companies to provide low-entry investment options into the capital market.
In the last 5 years, CSCS has deployed a lot of infrastructure that enables brokers to be able to interface with the market without necessarily coming to CSCS. Today, you can do your account opening for your clients from the comfort of your office. You balance checks. You don't literally have to come to CSCS for most of this because different portals have been deployed.
After reconsolidation the other time, they collected money and they start reconstructing shares. Instead of what is done, the normal thing you're supposed to do is you want to reduce your capital, you go to the market and buy shares and cancel them.
Even as a regulator, we don't see the market as an all-commerce affair, a market where everybody can do whatever he feels or likes. It's not correct. If a company has any scheme for reconstruction and it is so approved, either in their annual general meeting or whatever it is, SEC will have to vet it properly.
The money you receive today is more valuable than the money you receive tomorrow. For the broker that cash is going to settle in their position, they want the cash today than having it on Wednesday. You know, there is also impression that the stockbrokers enjoy floats from the accounts of the customers. That has ceased because regulation requires there's no commingling of accounts balances. Because that balance in that customer's trading account does not gain you any benefit.
In the fixed income markets generally, which is something we pride ourselves in, a lot of those developments have already come to play, even to the settlements that the other speaker was speaking about. Today in the bond market, there's T+0 settlement already. It's not, T+1, T+2, there's T+0. You can do same-day settlements in the bond as well, and all of that is because of technology already that has been deployed.
These conversations, no doubt, have underscored the urgent need for improved disclosure standards, transparency, and innovative financial strategies to fortify Nigeria's banking sector. With the ongoing recapitalization efforts and regulatory bodies such as the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Nigerian Exchange, and the Central Bank of Nigeria leading the charge, the country is setting the stage for a more secure and predictable financial environment. And away from banks' recapitalization to lighter matters, the swearing in of the new executive members of the Capital Market Correspondents Association of Nigeria, CAMCAN, also took place Saturday evening, marking a significant moment for the association. Veteran journalist and financial analyst Olise Igbunike officiated the ceremony as the newly elected president Friday Ekioba, publisher National Wire, and his team took the oath of office.
Sunday Ekioba, do solemnly and sincerely promise and swear or declare that I will truly and faithfully and to the best of my skill and knowledge, execute the powers and trust reposed in me as chairman, so help me God.
The event was also emotional and exciting for members of the association who gathered to celebrate the achievement of the outgoing chairperson, Chinyere Nkwoma, who had dedicated 12 years of service to the association.
It's a family picture now. It's ending so joyously. I appreciate God for that. For the opportunity to do this. I want to thank all the members of the opposing confidence of my wife and my colleague for this past 6 years. 6 years as vice chairman and 6 years as chairman is 12 years. Yeah. And we have been married for 17 years. You guys have taken
acknowledged as the association bid her farewell and welcomed the new executive team.